Hello students, welcome back again. Myself Adil Hussain Sheikh, Assistant Professor, Automobile Department, LJIT, and welcome to the lecture series of Automotive and Combustion Engine Technology. As we had a discussion in previous lecture regarding CAI technology, so we are continuing with that, and let us discuss direct injection gasoline engines with auto ignition combustion. Okay, in this particular chapter we had a discussion regarding introduction session of CAI body, and we have also discussion regarding principle of auto ignition in particularly gasoline engines. Remember that in this particular chapter we are also going to discuss only and only gasoline engines, and further we are going to discuss about approaches of auto ignitions and which are the basic operational and control of CAI body we are going to learn in this particular chapter. So let us start with methods to obtain CAI body. CAI means control auto ignition. So which are the basic methods to obtain controlled auto ignition? Control means we have to control ignition which are done by automatically, right? Automatically means there are no external sources required to ignite particular air fuel ratio. That means it's the auto ignition. And what is control auto ignition? Means control auto ignition means auto ignition is totally controlled by particular methods. So which are the basic methods to obtain CAI? Let us discuss. Okay, so first one is the residual gas content or exhaust gas recirculation systems. We all know about exhaust gas recirculation systems, and with the help of EGR system we get higher air density and higher air temperature and pressure with the help of exhaust of the particular engines. Okay, so with the help of EGR we can obtain CAI systems with particular parameters and with control system of EGR. Okay, second thing is that higher compression ratio. Basically our SI engines and CAI engines operate on 8 Gem 1 or 15 Gem 1 compression ratio, but CAI body operates on 20 Gem 1 or above 20 Gem 1 compression ratio. So with the help of higher compression ratio we can get control auto ignition system. But remember that whenever we are going to increase compression ratio, ultimately we are going to increase knocking and detonation in our engine also. So we have to take care about it while we are increasing compression ratio. Second thing is that intake mixture and temperature. Okay, with the help of EGR, right, we can get maximum temperature and pressure while induction system, but within this induction system we have to control temperature and pressure of the air which are going to particular combustion chamber. So we can control this particularly auto ignition, right? Fourth one is the air fuel requirements. Basically CAI operates on lean mixture requirements. I can say that it's a very fuel efficient technology nowadays in market, but air fuel requirements is also necessary for find out CAI requirements, and also we have to calibrate proper air fuel injection system to smoothly run up the CAI system. Next thing is that coolant temperature, right? Basically we are not focusing on coolant temperature, but we have to focus on it because coolant temperature directly affect the combustion temperature. Okay, if coolant temperature is gradually increased and if there is an evaporation process carried out in cooling system, so there might be a chances of heating problem in our combustion body. So we have to take care about coolant temperature while using CAI technology, because CAI working on very high temperature and pressure, and with the help of this coolant temperature we can minimize or we can sustain this temperature and pressure in particularly combustion chambers. And last thing is that the injection timing and most vital parameters of the particularly CAI body. Injection timing is the main thing in particularly CAI body because it directly decide auto ignition in particularly combustion chamber. Injection rate, injection pressure, as well as particular injection location, okay, nozzle design as well as injector design also directly concerned with the CAI body. So injection timing is the main thing which we have to take care about it in while designing of the CAI body. So these are the basic methods to obtain CAI systems in particularly our SI engines, or we can say that in our gasoline engines. Now, let us discuss further. The auto ignition of gasoline engines or natural gas requires compression ratio 20 Gem 1. As I mentioned in earlier PPT, CAI body require 20 Gem 1 compression ratio. Then and then we can get the auto ignition in particularly combustion chamber. So, ultimately we can say that CAI body runs on very high compression ratio. Second thing is that such high compression ratio would be acceptable at high loads. High load means its engine loads, and when air fuel ratio is to be increased to serve, engine knock will be results. As I mentioned that whenever we are going to increase our compression ratio, at that time we have to face engine knocking in particularly combustion chamber. But whenever we are going to consider engine loads, at that time at higher loads particularly knocking will be occur, and moderate loads and normal running condition there are less chances of knocking in particularly combustion chamber. Third thing and the most practical approach for CAI operation is use of the large amount of hot residual gases. Means we can use EGR systems, or we can use negative valve timing system, or we can say also use, I can say that we can also use positive valve timing system for trapping large hot residue gases in particular combustion chambers, and we can get sufficient temperature for control auto ignition. So these are the basic methods to obtain control auto ignition, and compression ratio play an important role while designing the control auto ignition systems. Okay, now let us discuss trapping of internal residual gases inside the cylinder, also termed as the internal EGR. You know very well about EGR, and this trapping of gases in particularly combustion chamber is also known as a internal exhaust gas recirculation, and it is the most suitable approach for CAI body. So we have to trap all the gases, right? Which kind of gases? Exhaust gases, suitable exhaust gases in our combustion chambers, and then we can get a better and suitable temperature and pressure for control auto ignition body. Now, valve lift comparison. This is the most important thing in CAI body. So let us discuss valve lift comparison. In diagram, you can say that you can see that crank angle versus valve lift diagram. Okay. Basically, there are two types of diagram: dotted line diagrams, and second thing is the solid line diagram. Solid line diagrams indicate standard SI valve lift, and dotted line indicate the CAI system. Okay, in 0 degree TDC to left side and 0 degree TDC to right side, you can say that you can see that valve lift very reduced in CAI body, right? You can see in particularly diagram CAI valve lift reduced. Okay, and valve lift is particularly in mm. So in diagram you can see that CAI valve lift is almost up to 2 to 3 mm. Okay, while in standard SI diagram you can see that CAI valve lift almost 8 mm diagram. So what is indicate? See, whenever valve lift is increased compared to crank angle, so it requires more time to combustion, right? Basically thing is that whenever valve lift is increased, it requires more time for combustion process. So ultimately it can reduce our output of the particular engine. Whenever we are going to minimize this kind of valve lift, at that time we are also going to increase our indicated power, and ultimately we are also going to increase our brake horse power. So you can see in particular diagram exhaust and intake. Exhaust is basically left side and intake is basically right side, and you can compare standard SI diagram with CAI engine diagram. So in CAI diagram you can see that valve lift is very low compared to standard SI diagram, and in ideal condition, right? See, ideal conditions is very difficult to achieve in particularly combustion process, but in ideal condition you can see that CAI body has similar valve lift, okay, in exhaust as well as intake system. Okay, but in idling, CAI is very in idling, right? This kind of results achieved very with the help of this idling system. We can say that idling is achieved in particular system is very negligible or very difficult, right? So in actual operation condition, CAI wall lift is reduced compared to crank angles. Okay, and it's up to 2 to 3 mm, right? So this indicates that with the help of this wall lift reduction, we can get maximum power output, and we can also have better advantage of wall timing diagram. Okay, see, whenever we are going to proper wall timing systems, or we can say that whenever we have overlap in particular wall timing systems, at that time we can get maximum and sufficient power output. Okay, because in overlapping system, more air fuel charge coming inside the chambers, and while overlapping systems, similarly exhaust gas going outside to the chamber. So this is the wall comparison between SI and CAI body, and might be chances of frequently asked in GTU exam. See, this is the particular SI, SCCI and CI engine fuel mixture system. In SI engine, you can say that this is a particularly curved diagrams. In SCCI, you can see the molecules spread out in whole systems, and in CI engines, you can see that diffusion of air fuel system. You can see that triangle, right? So this is the main advantage of CAI, or we can say that SCCI engine, that mixture is homogeneously spread around all over the each and every corner of the combustion chamber. So this is the main advantage of CAI body. In further lecture, we are going to discuss about CAI body and SCCI systems. Till date, stay home and thank you.